Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Vikram. In this class, we'll try to understand multiple initializations and increments in for loop. So far in our previous examples where we have covered about for loops, while loops and do while loops. In the for loops, we have seen only one initialization, one variable initialization. But there is a possibility to initialize more than one variable in the initialization part, and each initialization is separated by a comma. And similarly the incrementation of the variables, multiple incrementation of the variables can be done in the incrementation part. And what about this condition part? We can use the comma by using the condition in the conditional part, but there are some problems by using the comma. We'll try to understand that later. So as of now, we'll try to understand about this example. So what's happening? So whenever we want to do the operations on multiple variables on a single stretch in the for loop, it can be done. Okay, so here we are doing the operations on the variables I and j, and the condition is I less than 5 or j less than 3. So based upon these conditions, this for loop will work. Okay, so let's try to understand how this program, what is the output that we're going to get from this program. Initially the value of I is equal to 1 and j is equal to 1. Here I less than 5 and j less than 3. Is it true? Yes, it is true. Both are 1 and both are less than 5 and 3. So what it is going to print is 1 1 will get printed. So this printf statement 1 1, I and j will get printed, 1 1 will get printed, and now the 1 1 is there, and now they will get incremented to 2 2. Okay, so now again, so this is going to check the condition. Is it true? This is here we are having OR condition. Try to understand this OR condition. If any one of this is true, means that if we are going to iterate the for loop. If both of them are false, then only we are going to come out of the for loop. Okay, so now the values of I and j are 2 and 2. So is it true? Yes, it is true. Both are true. Try to understand that both are true. So it is going to print 2 2. Similarly, after that initialization is done only in the first step. Okay, and next this one will get incremented 3 3. Is it so? Is both of them are true? No, only this one is true. This one is false, because j less than 3 is false. But as only this condition is true, we are going to comment, because this entire expression is going to generate an output of true. 1 means true. Okay, so this is true. So again, what we are going to print? We are going to print 3 and 3. Okay, again next iteration it is going to be 4 and 4. So both of them, are they true? No, this is false and this is true. So again 4 and 4 will get printed. Again this will get incremented 5 and 5. Okay, so 5 and 5 will get incremented. I and j will get incremented to 5 and 5, and now we are going to check this condition. So this is going to false and this one is also going to be false. So we are going to come out of this for loop. This one will get executed and we are going to conclude. The program terminates. The program will get terminated. So this is how multiple variables initialization and multiple variables incrementation can be done within the initialization part and the incrementation part of the for loop. Okay, so now can we give multiple conditions? This entire thing is a single expression, right? So can we use comma operator with the conditions? Yes, we can use. So what it states is, what is the condition that it can be done? I less than 5 comma j less than 3. So with this condition, what happens when we use comma operator? So it is a good practice to use OR operator and AND operator. With the comma operator, what happens is, here what is the associativity of comma operator? It is from left to right. So it is from left to right. So the rightmost condition, whatever be the rightmost condition, only that condition will be checked. So try to understand that point. Whenever we use, for example, here we are using I less than 5 comma j less than 3. This condition is used with comma operator. What happens is, what happens is we are going to go, as we are having in the conditional part, if the comma is used, so we have to the comma operator is having an associativity from left to right. So the rightmost condition will only be considered. So this condition will never execute, only this condition will get executed. For example, if there is another condition called k less than 4, there is a condition, k variable k is also there. Now only this condition will be checked, both these two will not be considered. The rightmost condition, as the comma operator is from left to right associativity, the rightmost condition will only checked. Okay, so this is how multiple initializations and incrementations can be done. And let's try to execute this program with this condition and also with comma operator and see the outputs. So let's try to execute it. Here is our program. Okay, this is our program with OR condition. Compile, run this program. See here, 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 has been executed. Now what we will do is we'll just remove it and we will put comma operator, just comma operator, and compile, execute. See here, only 1 1 2 2 has been executed, 1 1 2 2 has been printed. Why 1 1 and 2 2 has been printed? Can you guess why 1 1 2 2 has been printed? Because the condition here is only this rightmost operator or expression will get executed, only that condition will be checked. J less than 3 means 1 2 will only be true, and the remaining the next conditions are going to be false. So that is the reason why 1 1 2 2 has been printed. Okay, hope you got the clarity on this concept. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. And if you have any doubts regarding this concept, please post your doubt in the comment section below. And if you feel that this video is helpful to you, please give us a like symbol and please share this video with your friends so that they will also get benefited. Thanks for watching.